Monsieur Chat, tout droit. Yes, please leave. Thank you. Oh, bonjour. Je m'appelle François. Hello. I'm François. Je suis un chien français, un French bulldog. That's me. D'accord. Well, I'm here today because I've heard that someone is very interested in music. They're at school and they're saying, you know what? I would really like to have some music to learn lots of things, like how to take care of themselves. And this is the thing that I have known very well. I have very many interests. J'ai beaucoup des interests. And I also like to sing to myself. This is very important because you need to know inside yourself why you are singing and what it is doing for you. You need to feel in your body. On doit avoir des expériences dans votre corps. You need to know it in your body. Why are you singing? Why is this important for you? It's important because you need to feel at home in your body. And so okay. So people say, François, pourquoi pas tu peux parler anglais tout le temps? Why are you not speaking English all the time? And I say, because people don't know French if you do not speak in French as well. Des personnes peuvent parler après des langues français si tu ne parles pas français beaucoup de temps. It's easy to talk in both languages at the same time, and it's the same with singing. Okay, so it's called context. You can't be at a funeral and singing, I really like my pants. They feel good on my body and my butt. They'll be saying, François, pourquoi tu chantes? Pourquoi tu chantes? It's not appropriate. Why are you singing? And they would say, parce que j'aime beaucoup le chanter. I love a lot the singing. And they would say, Bon François, it's a funeral. And they would say, oh, is that bad? And they would say, yes, you cannot be singing at a funeral about liking your pants and your butt. It's very inappropriate. And in the same way, you cannot be singing everywhere you go all the time. But actually, I need to rewind on that. This is my rewind sound. Okay, you could sing all the time, but contextually, in different situations, dans les situations différentes, it's important to know how to sing properly. Because, if you are in a busy streetcar or the bus, you can sing. It's like matching the volume of the people around you. If it's a very quiet environment, like a library, une bibliothèque, c'est important de ne pas chanter trop fort. It's important not to sing too loud. And the way you sing can be different. Parce que, for me, I like to beatbox. It's very fun. You're just walking around and like, woof, woof. So it's like a big beat. But if you're walking past a little kid, no. The children, les enfants, ils n'aiment pas beaucoup the French bulldog. They don't like them too much because they're big and they're bulky and they're very, very, very strong. Ils ont beaucoup fort because look at this. Look at that arm. I'm very strong. And so the children, les enfants, they look at me, ils me voient, and they think, oh, this dog is going to hurt me. And so if I'm beatboxing to myself, I go, they will think, no, Francois, oh no, you. And I would think, why did they know my name? This is very weird. But of course, because I'm famous, of course they know who I am. Mm-hmm. Bien sûr, c'est moi. Mais, of course they know me. But, I don't know what I'm scared of me. So I was okay, so I'm like, woof! And they're going like, no, François! On fait peur, we are scared of you. And then I'm thinking, oh no, I do not want this. It's not good for them to be scared of me all the time. C'est pas bon parce que it's not good because, then people say, oh no, why is this dog out here? We need to go get the dog catcher. Why does he not have an owner? But of course, my owner is always with me. But okay, so the problem actually is if you are too scary, it's not good. So what you do is, for context, it's important. You walk and you go, right? As you hear that, is very quiet. That part is. So it's like you find your voice and you make your voice match the environment you're in. If people say, Francois, you're too loud, tu chances plus fort, it's like, oh no, I cannot sing, oh mais, que dalle, it's a very, désolé monsieur, I just be quiet forever. And it's like the person is like, no, Francois, calmez-vous, calm down. We have only told you, sorry, the voice. Mais François, comme vu, est important. On n'a pas vous dit que vous être silente. We did not tell you to be quiet. We just told you, we did not tell you to be silent. We just told you to be more quiet. And so I'm like, okay. So when people say you are too loud, that does not mean you need to shut up. It means you are at a 5, you need to come down to a 4. Vous êtes à 5, vous êtes droit. You need to come down to a 4. It's not too difficult. But people do not say this. They do not say, hey, you are too loud. You are the 5. Come down to a 4. They're just saying, you're too loud. And then they leave the rest up to you. And it's very confusing. I have a friend, and he's like, I do not understand what people mean. And I'm like, you do not know that they just want you to be quiet? And he's like, no, I thought they don't like me. And then maybe I just don't talk at all ever. And I'm like, no, man. Monsieur, c'est très important de parler beaucoup. You need to talk more. Because the people do not know you. Because you stop talking as soon as they say, Monsieur, tu parles trop fort. You talk too loud. And it's like, no. C'est comme, non, monsieur. Parlez beaucoup. Parlez plus. Talk more. But talk quieter. Okay. So getting back to the story. Okay. So you're walking and you're like, that is good. Also, you know what the thing about beatboxing is? It's called prosocial. What does this word mean? C'est quoi ce mot, dit-on? What does this word say? It means you are for social things. And what makes it prosocial is people can join in. If you go, that is 2 repetitions. You keep that up 4 times. And then if somebody is wanting to join in, they will join in by the 4th time. But if you're only doing it once, you're like, and they're like, oh, this is kind of cool. Maybe I should join in. And you're already on to the next part. And you're like, they're like, what? I said it was woof. And then you're like, well, what? C'est quoi ça? You want to join me? Vous voulez chanter avec moi? Mais monsieur, c'est pour moi. This is my song. It's like, no. Be social. It's okay for people to join you. If they copy you, that is good. Because that means they like what you're doing. So for social things, it's like if people copy you and if they are smiling, it means that they are liking to join you. Ils veulent chanter avec toi. They want to sing with you. So it's like, okay, the rule of 4s means when you're doing music, like if you're drumming, you're supposed to do a new fill every 4 beats. 4 measures. It can't be just people get bored for that. But then also if you're like the band members, they were throwing out the band because they're like, this is not the Francois show. You're supposed to be drumming. And I'm like, I don't know why you give me drumsticks, because I'm like, I'm a dog. The drumsticks do not fit in this buzz. I am strong, yes, monsieur, but I do not drum with his pause. What was I talking about? Oh, wait. Okay. So, the rule of force. Okay, so when you're beatboxing, you just do the same thing 4 times, and then you move on, and then the people, they will join you. Okay, so, for example, if you like, I really like this song. Some people, they'll be like, c'est quoi? Is it an Imperial March from the Star Wars? I do not know. I have not seen this in French, so I do not know the more in Francais. But okay, so you're singing that, and they're like, "Oh, I know this song." So you do it over and over. But it's like you cannot do that all the time. If you are, for example, if you are studying or writing, if you're like, you're probably not getting much studying done, monsieur, and I challenge you on that. So it's like got to be quiet, not too quiet. Okay, so that's probably a bit too much excitement in a classroom setting, or while you're walking, people be like, "What, Francois? What is going on with you?" And you will be like, "I'm just beatboxing to myself." But let's say you go. See, there's lots of volumes you can go at. You do not have to be loud to have fun with it. If somebody's like, "You're too loud with that," vous chancez for trop fort. It's like, okay, you can just be more quiet with that. It's okay. It's not a problem. It's just like, "They're cramping my style. I cannot be in this band anymore." It's like, don't be a diva, dude, girl, chien, girl, dog. You know, or cat. You know, if you're a cat. But it's okay to have a fun time, because it's a way to share your interest with other people. That is not like, "Hey, have you heard about my favorite movie? It is the best movie. Have you heard of it? It is called Homeward Bound." And they're like, "No, I've not heard of this movie. Why are you talking so loud?" "It is the best movie because it have a dog. C'est le meilleur cinéma parce qu'on avait un chien. Deux chiens et un chat. Et aussi un Anyways, you get the picture. And they were like, okay, maybe I watch this. And you're like, no, monsieur. Tu dois vous. You need to see this. It is very important. And they were like, okay. And you're like, no. You must watch the movie. They'll be like, "Oh, I will. Okay, bye. And then it's like, I do not know if this person will want to talk to you very much more. And so it's like, calmez-vous. You calm yourself down. It's very good to share your interests, but also not too loudly, you know. But still, be yourself. It's very important to share that stuff with other people. So this is a good way to do that. It's like, see, I got a bit more excited, and so I was like, "Oh, I want to get louder," but it's like, no. But it's like if you play video games, it's called a constraint. A constraint is like when you have some rules to make something more fun. It's like, dogs, they do not have the constraints of wearing the clothes, but humans do. And so they make it fun. They come up with this thing called fashion. And I'm like, I can be fashion. Check out this. I got my tail waxed. Can you tell? Anyways, okay. So It's like you share your interest with people, and it's like, it's a good time. Yeah. But, in small doses is very good, because then the people learn more about you, and they're like, maybe I would like to learn more about this thing. Okay, he's always singing this thing to himself, and it's like, he's so quiet and respectful, and it's like, I kind of I feel comfortable getting close to them and being like, hey man. Imagine there's a person over here, and they're like, because they're on a library and dans une bibliothèque, and so they're being quiet. And then someone's like, wait, what is that sound? It is not too loud. Oh, c'est ce personnage, c'est the person here. Oh, j'aime beaucoup ce livre. I like this book. And the person's like, oh, I like the song. Can you tell me more about it? C'est quoi ça? What are you saying? I'm wondering about this song that you like. What is it called? The Imperial March from Star Wars. I have never heard of this before. Tell me more. You would probably not be interested. It is mostly for boys. You are rude. Goodbye. Okay, so do not do that if people are interested in you. Do not say the things that will make their feelings hurt. But you see what that's happening there? She was like, oh, I feel comfortable around this person. And he's like, I'm not used to people being near me. This makes me uncomfortable. And that is why the person is like, I do not know if girls can watch this. He just did not know what to say. And so he will learn for next time, because he is still being himself. And now I just want to do some beatboxing. So beatbox along with me if you want, or if you do not want, that is okay. Waka waka waka. Okay, I do not know if I did enough beats for you to copy me at the beginning there, but I was imagining in my head, I'm like, oh, this person is copying the beat, and they're just laying it down while I do the roar, 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 roar. And so sometimes people will do this. They're just like, oh yeah, I could do that. You make it seem so easy, I will do that. And then, once they are comfortable and they're confident, then you can go more. It's like doing air band with people. You know, if you're just like, let's do air band, guys. And they're like, I do not know the air band. You're like, it's easy. You just pretend you are holding a trumpet. It's easy. I have better object substitution than you. I can imagine a trumpet in the middle of the air. Can you not? And they say, Monsieur, I do not understand the sound you are making with your voice, and I do not understand what you are holding. Je ne comprends pas. C'est quoi toujours avec ça? Où est votre instrument? Where is your instrument? And I would say, tu peux pas voir ça? You cannot see this? Je peux pas jouer avec toi. I cannot play with you. And they go, well, I do not want to play with you either. And so it's very important. If you're going to do this, you must allow people to have the opportunity to join in with you. And so you're like, okay, let's start easy. You like get the drums out. You're like, why do you go a little bit longer than you are comfortable with? Is because that discomfort means you are connecting with the person. It's important, that feeling where it's like, are they getting bored with this? That's a moment where they are starting to pay attention. They're like, oh, this person is committing. They're really doing this. They're doing the bit. I've been talking for 20 minutes. I do not have a script. So I've had long periods of silence for sometimes, and I'm like, trip over my words, but I'm like, I don't want to do this again. I don't have time for that. And so it's like, you got to get used to, just leaning into some things, and, commit. If you're doing a bit, you must commit. But also, if it's like causing problems, then you should probably stop or pause for later, If someone's like, Francois, I do not like listening to your French. Je veux pas écouter votre français ou votre anglais or your English. Then it's like, okay, you do not have to stop for the whole day just with that person, or even just for the 5 minutes, because they're like, I want to tell you about my day. And you're like, bon, je veux écouter ce que vous dites. I want to hear what you say. And they're like, could you please stop that? Just speak English or just speak French. And you are like, no, you are stifling my creativity. Ugh, I will quit the band. This is unnecessary. You can do more of this stuff you enjoy later. But at that moment, that person's like, I just cannot handle this at the moment. And, for airbanding, I get distracted sometimes. If you're doing the airband, you just want the person to feel comfortable with something. You start easy, and then you just get them doing that, and then you're like, okay. If you can feel comfortable doing that, then I will do my trumpet. And they're like, unts, 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 unts. And they will not do the roll of force. They will just do unts, unts, unts. And they will say, oh, but I'm bad at instruments. And I do not know how to do this airband, and I cannot beatbox. And you're like, it's so easy. You just pretend you're an instrument. But you do not say this out loud. That's rude. And this person's like, they're already trying hard. They have already been at the skill limit. And he's like, is that the cat? Okay, sorry, I heard the cat. So you're like, oh, Monsieur Chat, tais-toi, be quiet. Hey, you're getting my... Get out of here. Okay, anyways, so you're airbanding. Oh, you know what? This is prosocial. Okay, you can join. Okay, be part of my band. Come. Mm-hmm. Monsieur Chat, Kirby, viens ici. Can you believe that? At first, I do not want him, and they come here, and then I say, okay, you know what, I do want you, and they walk away. Can you believe that? There's probably a metaphor in there somewhere. Anyways, okay, so you're airbanding with people, and you're like, let's just have a good time. You do not have to be perfect, because if you say, you must be perfect, then they will not play with you, and then they're like, I do not want to play with that dog. Je veux pas jouer avec ce chien parce que he's a perfectionist. If I make a mistake, he say, no, you're doing it wrong. But it's like, they just want to try. And you're like, and they get to go. And also, do not take over their instrument. I just kind of did that because I got very excited. But also, you just say, oops, sorry, that's your instrument. And it's like, would it sound better with a chick? Then maybe. But would it sound better just you or with somebody else? Think about it. Anyways, okay. So back to beatboxing. Yes, I beatbox everywhere. I go. And sometimes they help me. It helps me know how busy my brain is. If it's very fast, it's like. Then it's like, please do not talk to me. I'm walking down the hall. I'm like, do not talk to me. Do not look at me. I need to go to the bathroom, and then I need to get back to doing my squats. So then it's like, the people do not do this. But if you're like, then the person's like, oh, this person, Francois, you look very calm. I like how you look. And you're like, oui. C'est quoi ça? Qu'est-ce que vous dites, moi? What did you say to me? And then they're like, I was trying to ask about your haircut. And you're like, oh, okay. So sometimes it's like, it's a good clue to how you're feeling. If you're like, I don't know how I feel People are like, are you feeling good? Are you feeling bad? Like, I don't know. But if you beatbox all the way other way, you know, like, you know, you're probably doing pretty good. But if you're like, then you're probably not doing so great. But yeah, anyways, it's good, you know. And you know what? People don't realize this, but you have to have excellent breath control for good beatboxing, because you got to stay on beat and you have to know when to breathe. It's like, where will I breathe? And then you can make a part of the beat and it sounds so cool. And also, if you can sing backwards, like, oh, then that is also cool too. You can make a part of your beatboxing like, that's a breath in. Anyways, I've probably talked too much about this, and you're probably not wanting to watch more of this because I do not have all the bells and whistles that everybody have on the YouTube. But I'm grateful that you have come and watched me, Francois, and au revoir. Bonne journée. C'est fini. Okay, take that. Yes. Take that little mouse. Ow. Okay, now put it on the red. Yes, right there. And now click.